Goodness gracious me. Social media posts made. I got my friends in the audience. Look at all of you out there. Amazing, neat stuff. Goodness gracious. We got amazing Jill Powers out there, along with the lovely Juliet. And of course, Ms. Pick Cafe over on the Green Machine. We've got our friend Walter Tomaszewski out there with all of the people waking up to a better, brighter Monday. That's right. And my latest video went up this morning, and guess what? You're in for a treat. Immediately following today's live stream, you're automatically going to be redirected to a premiere about a deal. Well, we've got to talk about the Paramount deal, because as I'm going to report in the stories this morning, things have changed. Good morning, Georgia Peach, and good morning to our favorite polar bear, Snortopupus Q. Burr. Guess what? We've got a story just for you today. Crazy White Boy is out there, along with our wonderful friend, very magically, MJ. Who else do we have? We've got Barry the Music Man out there. Good to see you, friend. And so many more. We are blessed with a bounty of amazing humanity and generosity. That includes our friend Tony Piacente, who is here as Culture's sugar daddy, gifting 5 CultureCasino memberships. Thank you for that. Kenny Long was one of the people that got that, along with Hoshi Rio and Amir. We've also got Dylan Soup and Inverse Opinion. We've got a lot of people out there, including our friend Cat Slave on the Green Machine, along with the beautiful Deeple and Corporeal Being. My goodness, it's filling up over there on the Green Machine. The only person that we seem to be missing over there is Weatherman. I hope Weatherman's not having a headache. Who else do we got? So many more. Mata Nun says the name Culture Sugar Daddy brings up questions. I don't want to know. It's an inside joke. It's fun. Nothing strange or nefarious. Just a wonderful supporter of the channel, along with Lee Kindler, who's here every day, saying good morning to the Culturians. Got a lot of you out there. Welcome to the new folks, and welcome to the very lovely Libby Priest. How you doing, Libby? Got some people out there. I hope we're doing great. Oh, Leif Erickson's out there. Good morning, Culture and Culturians. Well, good morning to you, my friend. We've got a lot of good stories. Hopefully you got a chance to see the box office video from last evening, or last afternoon, I guess. Depends upon what part of the world you were in. But I gave you the scoop before anybody else did. I'm proud of that. Frank Hammett's out there, because Frank's here. Say hi to Frank, and say hi to Penny. Penny. Oh, yeah. We're off to the races this morning. There's Option Trader. How you doing? Trading those options. I hope it's going well. No advice here, financial or otherwise. In fact, most of what you hear from a YouTuber, you probably shouldn't listen to. So I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. We got our friend Jeff Pearson out there, otherwise known as Linux, low-spec Linux Gaming, I should say. Hope you're doing well, friend. This is a guy that knows what he's doing in a lot of different areas, which is pretty awesome. Jan Monroe is here. It's been a minute, Jan. I hope everything is going well. And you guys are, well, you're keeping up. Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I'm going to actually consider reaching out to Randall Orser's office. So we'll see what happens. I need to know that he's okay. I'm starting to panic a little bit. I don't like it when you all disappear. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got a lot of stories out there. 17 in all. A little bit of bonus time to hang out with you. And then we'll pop over to the premiere for another video I'm dropping this morning. And then we'll go hang out with Midnight's Edge in the morning, and then that Park Place, and that'll round out, well, most of the day for me. Got to get outside to the greenhouse and get working. Our good friend, Project Cambrian, is here. Good morning to you. And, of course, we've got Commander Ed Straker of Shadow, along with the good Captain. I haven't seen the Captain in a long time. Hope y'all are doing well. And JPRPH1 in the house. Look at all these lovely people. And Jan Monroe, like I said, thanks for being here today, along with the lovely Davina Duckworth. 6-minute preview starts now. Here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-minute daily. We've got to talk about this 60 minutes of fun you're about to have, starting with Spider-Man, brand new day. That's right, it is number one. With $109 million worldwide, that number will likely increase. Insidious came in second place, but the franchise ran to $800 million. They had to try to displace Spider-Man somehow, and they certainly couldn't get the Odyssey to do it. Look, you can say a lot of positive things about the Odyssey. It did cross $1 billion. I don't think it's going to make the $2 billion I was promised, but I mean, what films do? Well, maybe Spider-Man Brand New Day. I mean, you know, you're looking at an offshore running tally of $2.22 billion. It's the sixth highest movie of all time. Will it make it to 3? I doubt it. But you know what? It did really well. Way of Water kind of well. And I have a feeling it's going to keep going. Now we need to move quickly. The box office for Brand New Day is the fourth weekend of number one at $39 million. Insidious came in at 25. And you know what? Sixth of all time on the box office list ain't bad. Competing with the likes of Force Awakens and many Marvel movies. But the box office itself has soared past the last year mark. 20% over 2025, over $7 billion to date. Unfortunately, how much money did it cost them to get there? If you're looking at Disney, well, it cost them a small fortune. Speaking of small fortunes, our friend Taylor Sheridan has made one on the back of Yellowstone and all of the associated properties. But a writer is accusing this amazing producer, director, writer of stealing a pitch. There's a copyright lawsuit in play. We'll have to see what happens with that. But yeah, we'll move on from there to this. Anna Paquin and Melissa Gilbert call for protection of child actors after Hayden Panettiere's death. I think it's about time. It's beyond time. We should have done this long ago for youthful actors. I've got another story about bad behavior on set that'll be coming out later this week, maybe tomorrow. But Paramount State AG's settlement talks were set for today. Guess what? They got canceled today. That's the premiere video you're going to be sent to after the stream. It's coming up there in about 45 minutes, and it's going to tell you the truth about what's going on. The Faraway Magic Tree, a film that disappeared, kind of. I mean, it entered the marketplace and certainly made a little bit of money, but it was never marketed in a way that would actually sell. And I think that this is where the studios fail good films. And this one, for some people, was a good film. Dave Bautista is officially signed, sealed, and delivered for the Prime Video show as Kratos, the God of War. That's right, he will be playing Kratos instead of the other actor who got horribly injured, from what I'm to understand. Dr. Dre admits that he uses AI to produce. He doesn't see it as a threat and says he's embracing it, and he doesn't understand why other people don't and how much that could hurt them in the future. Why am I saying this? Because Pro and I talked about it in a video this morning, which you'll be redirected to later today. We've got Emily Watson saying Dune Prophecy Season 2 will have lots of new elements. In other words, things that are outside the book, because you can't live inside the material. You have to destroy it. That's the thing about the lack of creativity. If you're a neo-Marxist, you destroy things. You don't create them. Speaking of destroying things, Masters of the Universe destroyed number one. At least the streaming ratings. Didn't do very well at the theaters. I thought it was enjoyable for what it was, but my friend Tom told me I was wrong. So I probably am. A trade war between Canada and the U.S. erupted, even though we thought this was settled. At the 9th hour, 11th hour, whatever, the Democrats, led by Hussein Obama, decided to roll over and crush our deal with Canada. Canada will now suffer because of extreme leftism. We've got Chinese humanoid robots smashing human records in the 100-meter sprint and high jump at the Beijing Robot Games. A little video clip of this was going out there in the world, and I'm thinking, well, that's pretty ridiculous. The robots run into the pads instead of stopping. That's very much unlike humans. Anyway, it is what it is. We've got a couple more stories to get through, including this one. Buc-ee's doesn't look so good. They're drawing an outcry in Ohio for launching a fight over a Mini Mart's beaver logo. Well, goodness, what are they going to attack next? A squirrel? Are you going to go after Rocky and Bullwinkle? There have always been animated characters associated with brands, so Buc-ee's, you don't own beavers, my friends, and despite how much I appreciate you and I'm a fan of you, I can't support this kind of behavior. Oops, Prime Video accidentally released Jason Statham's movie before it hit theaters. That's right, you could have seen this before and not paid for it. And this is a big problem that I think a lot of distributors are angry about. Talked a little bit about this in the box office video that I dropped last afternoon, and you can follow that piece of information here with Trevor Denning's story from That Park Place. And finally, a bear was found in a Denver neighborhood near Louisiana Avenue in Pennsylvania. They had to tranquilize it, and it took a horrific tumble. They did catch it, as you saw there, but kind of a dangerous thing for a tranquilized bear. Hopefully, he will be replaced, or not replaced, relocated as they show here, and hopefully have a better time in the wild. Anyway, that's it for today's 6-Minute Daily. Let's move on to some bonus time featuring you. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Thanks for being here for the 60-Minute Daily. We do 6 minutes of news preview, and then we talk about it, and we talk about everything else. We're also going to talk about a failed deal between the AGs and Paramount. There really doesn't need to be a deal between the AGs and Paramount. All they're doing is being a nuisance. It's a nuisance suit. And at this point, if Paramount tells them we'll see you in court in March, well, that's it. Now they have to pay a ticking fee, which is what Paramount was seeking a bond for, and I think they should be entitled to it, because the only reason this deal isn't happening is because you have some very aggressive states attorneys general thinking that they have more power than any international body or the U.S. government. This is going to be interesting. So you can watch the video on why the deal this morning, or the negotiations this morning, were canceled in the preview video that I will redirect you to once we are done here. So it's good to see you all. Look at these people in the chat trying to play catch up from 7 minutes ago. We got some great folks to say hi to. Some folks that slid in after we'd already started. The Odyssey has two things against it. First, it isn't fun. Second, it's 3 butt-numbing hours long. Spidey is fun. I agree with that. And not quite 3 butt-numbing hours. I mean, I wouldn't know what butt-numbing hours are, but yeah. Yeah. Who else is out there? I think I said hi to Crazy White Boy. Oh, I did. Oh, John the Beagle Dad is here today. No idea who Dr. Dre is? What? Dr. Dre is a famous music producer, also a famous rapper back in the day. So that's wild. That's right. Let's see, who else is out there? Everybody forgot how Nickelodeon quietly buried Dan Schneider and his creepy stuff about kids. Yeah, I know. Instead of taking care of kids like Hayden Panettiere and many others. Panettiere was on camera, I think, from the time she was 8 months old. She's one of those young ladies that were exploited beginning to end. I'm tired of that. I don't know about you. We've seen it way too often. Our friend Dean Krantz is out there. I just saw Sans Official, along with the long-lost Griffin's View. Oh, my goodness. Maybe we'll get a This Day in History today. We've got glitches. Well, at least we don't have snitches. They get stitches. Olds Gamer 77 Cutlass is out there with the money. P-Man says, don't trust China. That's right. China is, well, insert your flavorful word afterwards. No spicy words here today. Who else is out there? Let's see. We'll catch up. Relocated. The Pooh story. Well, there you go. You know, you can make the bear happy just by giving him a thing of honey, right? Honey. They like sugar, and that's calorie dense, let me tell you. Then they go looking for human food forever. That's a problem. Griffin's View in the house saying hi to everybody. It's good to see you. Along with Dean. Hey, Bill Blom's out there, State Mafia General. There you go. Kind of looks like it. What a name. Ron Bonta. Yeah, that's a guy you would find in a establishment with bent noses. But, our friend Marvin says the mafia does not exist. It's a myth. And there you go. Culture Sugar Daddy, otherwise known as Tony Piacente, says it'll be extremely difficult for Paramount to get a fair deal in communist California. I couldn't agree more. I think that's absolutely true. And, it's just one of those things. Let's see. Who else do we have out there? We got a few more of y'all. Bonta to be wild. Born to be wild. Hey, this moment in history brought to us by Griffin's View. Great to see you, Griffin's View. August 24 of 1891, Thomas Edison patented the motion picture camera, his first step to centralizing cinema production in New Jersey. Ooh, wow. That's only part 1 of 2. Goodness. Let's see. Davina was happy that I did Steppenwolf's version of that song. Let's see. Jill takes a positive approach, saying, I've said constantly that this is the only good thing about Nolan's Odyssey. The problem is people praising it don't actually read anything but texts and bullet points. So there you go. And you should. Part 2. Totally related, as you well know, today, August 24, 2026, seems to be the release of Hellgrind, the first all-AI movie by Coco, seeing the next step to Death of Hollywood. You know what? We talked about this, Griffin's View, in a video I did with Pro, where I think you're being redirected to, in a lot of different ways. And you should go and check that video out after I redirect you to the premiere of my video, which, again, there'll be a card for Pro's video in my video. There's a lot of videoception. Videoception? I don't know. It's some kind of word. Crazy White Boy is headed to a marketing Zoom meeting. Unknown duration? Well, I hope you return if you can. Too bad the French beat Edison to the punch on film. Well, yeah. When we finally arrived at the idea that 30 frames a second was smooth motion, I think that's when we finally came into the idea. 24 frames a second was 24 frames a second was the established thing at one point, but once we got to 30, that's in perfect hertz with our brain and our eyes. So that's why it looks better. That's why things in 30 multiples look better. That's why you have 30, 60, 120, 240. Those are also refresh rates from a megahertz level. So there's that as well. Yep, there is a lot of dumb political stuff about this trial, the quote-unquote antitrust trial, which isn't. It's just a case of the blue people having a melty because they're going to lose, or they're perceiving they're going to lose some power. It's very strange. Hey, our good friend Jedi Master is in the house. I'm doing very well. I had 6 eggs, an avocado, and you guys. Plus, I took all my medications, which hopefully on Wednesday I will hear I get to reduce some of because I'm sick and tired of them. The Bad Cap says, good morning, all. Well, good morning to you, the Bad Cap. Hope you're doing well, friend. And 88 frames per second, and you'll see some serious stuff. Well, I know that 88 miles per hour, it makes it so you can time travel. I didn't know you could see serious stuff. I could be wrong. Yeah. Let's see who else is out there. Is megahertz when you walk into a doorknob in the dark or you step on a Lego barefooted? That's a megahertz. Oh, I kill me. Okay, anyway. Dad jokes for the win. All right. Jan Monroe says, thanks, Jan. Butt numbing is the slow creep of discomfort as your legs slowly go to sleep and your lower back starts twisting in knots because you have because you have to move. Yeah. Yeah, I experience that, I guess, on long flights. Usually try to keep my flights 4 to 6 hours in length at max. But there's that. Let's see. We've got Alan Jin in the house, or Alan Jin. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us this morning. Oh, we got good people. I love it. We got a lot of animal people out there. So there's that. We got Jedi Master out there with some generosity. We've had 2 generous gifties today. 5 Culture Casino memberships from Tony Piacente and $5 in Culture Casino cash in the casino. Saying, good morning, Culture. Spider-Man rules, my friend. Have a great week. You just hit 9K subs. Congratulations, my friend. Guys, check out Jedi Master. Love it. That's amazing news, friend. 9K. Goodness. All right. Let's see. Cat Slave says, with 5 cats in the house, I don't do Lego or Jigsaw. Oh, I bet not. First of all, Lego be everywhere, and so would all the pieces from the puzzle. Yikes. Oh, you guys are incredible. Thank you for your support. The Culture Sugar Daddy, otherwise known as Tony Piacente, says, the only reason the leftist AGs are so upset about Paramount merger is they'll be losing their indoctrination machine. Well, pieces and parts of it. To be fair, they still have Netflix, the ultimate indoctrination machine that is partnered with the indoctrination team, otherwise known as the Obamas. So there's that. Deeple says, I thought butt numbing was your cue to get off the pot and stop groom scrolling. Well, let me say it this way. You shouldn't sit that long. There's other problems that occur if you're having sit time that much. You should be talking to a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm just saying, don't doom scroll on your phone. In fact, that causes a lot of hygiene problems, I would think. I mean, at least in my opinion. I could be wrong. WJB Daily has arrived. Good to see you. Good morning, Culture Casino and Culturians. It's good to see you. Wait, you've been able to do Legos with 3 cats? I am lucky. Now, lamps, a different story. Well, there you go. You gotta love cats. First of all, they are always infinitely entertaining. I cannot wait to have an army of them, farm cats out there on the property and in and out of the house. That's going to be a good time. Jan Monroe says, a mechanic offered to replace my flux capacitor. I asked Doc Brown, who come out with a new version that wouldn't take up so much room. Well, there you go. I like that. I'm glad he did. I've yet to get my Mr. Fusion. I've been waiting on that for a while. So who else is out there? We got some fun people. Mr. DeMarc, hello. Good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. I said hi to Jill and Jedi Master and Penny, and Mrs. Pick Cafe. And Peter. Welcome. Good morning, Culture Casino. Well, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. We got a lot of stuff going on. Look, I'm gonna self-serve for a minute. I dropped the box office video yesterday, so I could have some breaking news today. I thought it was going to be positive. I thought that we were going to get a deal from the state's attorneys general, and I was wrong. And you get to see me being wrong on video, so I had to get up extra early today to record and edit the video you're going to see right after this live stream. We've got the premiere already set up to send you there, so hopefully you go there. Yeah. And then I've got another video dropping later in the day. I've got one dropping tomorrow on the Mark Gruffalo. He's pretty evil. So there's that. Walter Tomaszewski shares that George and Philip keep me amused to no end. I bet they do, my friend. I really do. And Theliato, it's good to see you, pal. Let's see, who else we got out there? Smiths and Sons has finally arrived with their great avatar. It's good to see you. All right. Our friend Flying Blind on a Rocket Cycle, still one of the coolest video segments Prode has, for $2 in Culture Casino cash. Says, good day all, good day to you, my friend. In fact, we've had enough contributions for the day to drop a thanks for the chatter, I think. So here we go. Right now.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
And there we go. Again, thank you for your contributions. It keeps the lights on. I know it sounds strange, but it's true. This station is only here because of you. It's the only reason I can do it. This is a retirement gig. Thankfully, I retired and still had something to do. Otherwise, I'd be bored. Hey, once a black Tennessee barn cat, now a snuggly lap cat. Her sister, Trash Panda Kenobi, has been the best thing I found outside. There you go. Speaking of which, there's a fad going around that people are taking things like foxes and raccoons and trying to domesticate them. They're like snagging the little babies and trying to do that. And I'm thinking, that comes with its own set of health risks. What are you doing? WJB Daily gives a Culture Casino membership. Thank you for the gifty to Project Cambrian. Welcome back to the membership, Project Cambrian. Speaking of which, I think we have a video that's going to drop tomorrow that I'm going to turn on for members first this afternoon. So stick around. You don't want to miss that. And once again, thank you to WJB Daily for that gifty. And there we go. Yeah, the people who learn from history realize just how much history has affected the choices of today. For the record, I'm not anti-Hollywood. I'm anti-totalitarian. Yes, I don't like totalitarians. Not a big fan. So yes, totalitarianism. Easy for me to say. Speaking of another gifty out there, for the price of a cup of coffee, Olds Gamer 77 Cutlass. Let me tell you, that's pretty awesome. Sends a gifty membership. That is amazing. Thank you for that. That means that Aileen Jin received that. So I want to say Aileen Jin. I think that's right. I'm gonna say that. Walter's got stories, and I appreciate for those of you out there in the world that actually send me things to the PO box. Thank you. You guys mean the world to me. I appreciate you. And when you go missing, I get weird. Sans Official says 12 blue states are both destroyed as neo-communist Marxist-Leninist states. We win, LOL. I don't think that's a win. I'd like those states to be fine. The problem is they just aren't right now. SFXF, Sabertooth Raptors out there. Good to see you, friend. Hope you're doing well. And thank you for the nifty beard, sir. Well, thank you. Yeah. Look, I just have to say I'm blessed by genetics with the follicles of somebody 7 times my age, I think. I don't know. I was talking with my dad on the phone yesterday, and that was interesting. There are different shave rates in my family, but everybody can grow beard and hair like crazy. So there's that. Yeah. Ahsoka is because my ex wouldn't let me name my Sith-eyed black cat Annie Skywalker. So she got Ahsoka. Well, there you go. Actually, with the right coloring and pattern, I can imagine having an Ahsoka cat now, to be fair. There's that. Aelin. There we go. That's what I thought. Yeah, so I did it right. Thank you. Yay. But I don't care when you guys say Alan. Well, I'm just going to say Aelin. I think I was doing it right. Yeah. Try to do it right. Holy cow, Randy Daytona is here. What's going on, Golden Boy? What's the address of the P.O. Box? Well, I'm glad you asked. And, of course, the mods will weigh in here as well. But it is Culture Casino, care of P.O. Box 20307, Mesa, Arizona, 85277. The postal station is at a private airport. And I guess technically it's a private regional airport. And it means I can receive any size package. Somebody told me to do that because somebody sent them like a what do you call them, a powered glider or something. I was like, well, how did that fit in the box? I don't know. It's weird. Also, something weird to send somebody. I mean, are you made of money? That's crazy. I don't want anything I don't want something I can crash and die in. I'll just be honest with you. Yeah. Culture is the secret love child of Grizzly Adams. You know, that might be true. I look remarkably like the man. He was such a gentle beast. What a great guy. Plus, bears. So. We'll say the P.O. Box one more time. That is Culture Casino, care of P.O. Box 20307, Mesa, Arizona, 85277. And believe it or not, P.O. Boxes all have the same zip code in that area. So, wild stuff. P.O. Boxes are different than physical addresses. Crazy. Culture, you likely have Neanderthal genes. That's probably true. If only I were taller. Although I think that as a young person, I was on a medication that stunted my height. So yeah. Again, I was at one time 5'9" and change, nearly 5'10". And over the course of my lifetime, as I get closer to 60, holy cow, you shrink. I did not know that. So I've shrunk 2 inches. Now, if I go get the tilt table out of the storeroom, I imagine I can get some of that height back by uncompressing all those, what do you call them, discs. You have to be careful saying that word on YouTube. Speaking of careful, you got to be careful around this guy, the smoking man, Cash Kester. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Look at that. Look at these great people out here. Or maybe Yeti jeans. Well, okay. Except I am not a disco Yeti. Although I might dress as one. So our friend Bonnie Gamester out there. What a lovely person. As Miss Pig Cafe posts the P.O. box in the chat over on the green machine. I'm just going to say, I'm going to do a chat goal this week. I'm going to tell you the day that I'm going to do it, and I'm going to say that. It's going to be ridiculous, but it'll be fun. I'm not going to eat a ghost pepper. Not that I think that's particularly hard challenge. It is when you have skim milk, which Pro actually talks about in today's video. But, yeah. Yeah. But it'll be fun. I think Bonnie Gamester had already made a suggestion, so there's that. Hey, Rob Altus is here. It's good to see you, friend. Been around since the very beginning. Look at these wonderful people. Oh, mine had a god thumbprint on her chest. Panda is a Siamese, and the boy is a tuxedo. Tuxedos are beautiful. That came with the name Tux. Can't, in polite company, say the name he answers to because he gets called it more. Morgan King says, we will send you a tank. Hey, there was a great movie called Tank. That'd be interesting. Thank you, Morgan King, the warlord extraordinaire, all the way up there in Canada. One of our favorite Canadians. Good to see you. Try a Greyhound. They're great dogs. Love them. It is dog hardware running cat somewhere. There you go. You mean it shrinks? Project Cambrian is actually 5'11". Oh, those were the days. I could actually dunk a basketball in high school. I got challenged on that on a show one time. I was not amused. I used to play volleyball. I played a lot of sand and club volleyball. And I really took basketball seriously. So you guys think a one-on-one game with Michelle isn't going to happen? Force of light, Michelle? Of course it is. It's going to be fun. We got a sugar daddy for 5 Culture Casino cash out there saying, wait. Saying, Culture, do you think Nitty is actually fixing the Disco Yeti or replacing it? I think it'll just have much reduced movement. I think they have to replace the foundation. No, okay, so inside baseball, I understand what's wrong with the Yeti. And it is at the point of tearing itself apart and potentially tearing up the very expensive roller coaster system that it hangs over. So they're going to have to take it out and the foundation and all of the stuff that runs it. And then my guess is they will do what Bob Gurr suggested the last time. He said, well, it's pretty easy to fix, which is to create more of a marionette than a giant hydraulic powered thing and essentially, control it from above rather than below. And it's going to need a new foundation anyway. So they're going to have to tear the Yeti out of the building, replace the foundation where all of that stuff sets with a new foundation that is less reliant on the foundation around it and the independent of the coaster in order to make all of that happen, which is why the project is as ridiculous as it's ever been known. Something that I believe Vash is also very familiar with as well. So check out Vash Sky's new show and new channel. So, but yeah, I think that's where we're at. I think they're going to have to replace it outright. It weighs a ton. It requires several hundred, well, it's not several hundred, 20s of tons of hydraulic movement to make it move and to do its normal performance because they hung it with all that real fur and stuff. It was a kind of a hand-dressed in-place creature. And, they planned for all the extra weight engineering-wise, but the foundation wasn't quite what it needed to be with all that hydraulic motion. You're talking about a lot of herky-jerky there. So it literally was tearing itself apart and potentially could do much damage to not just the building, but potentially to other things. So there's the answer to that question for what it's worth if you wanted it. Yeah, I think it's a full replacement with less weight. Yep, you're 100% right. I don't know about more. It was never really about the movements because you have to remember it was just kind of a hand swipe. And I was one of the people that fortunately got to see it right after the attraction came out. It only ever came out of B mode for one day. I think it was a day they were shooting video. But outside of that, I mean, it operated for a year with at full operational capacity, and then it wasn't anymore. Jan Monroe says, I'll gladly donate to a food pantry to see clips of you and Michelle. See, that'd be perfect. And that'll be a lot of fun. She's definitely got a couple inches on me in height. And even as I am 20-some years older than she is, I'm going to say, I still think I could take her. Bonnie Gamester, though, gave me... I'm going to have to go back and review that because I can't remember what Bonnie said. Well, Walter, I think your observations, have been insightful. So, um, I mean, I think the being able to recognize various elements in society is something not a lot of people take the time to do. Bonnie Gamester says, "Oh, great. Well, what's great? What is it you suggested? Because I mean, I'm blaming it on you, so might as well be good." Jill says, "I used to play basketball and softball up until the age of 12. Then I shot up to 5'10" by the time I was 15. Goodness gracious, young lady, you are very tall." You think they're going to install a screen for the Yeti? That would be the lowest cost. That might be a temporary solution and a better B mode, but I think if they don't replace it with an animatronic, they're going to get some pushback. I think that's an interesting word and way to say things, but yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. In just a few minutes, on the redirect, you're going to go to the premiere for today's extra video that I recorded just for you because of Ron Bonta, the biggest idiot in California. And I don't mind that he hears it. So there's that. Monday. But I'm a chef, so it's my Friday. Well, excellent. What do you want me to code in Python? What's happening now? Oh, SFX at 314. Sabertooth Raptor saw Jason Statham's new movie. It's a 7.9. Excellent. Rambo 2 on a ship. Yeah. It's a Jason Statham movie where Jason Statham does Jason Statham things, teamed up with a lady. And, yeah. You remember Speed 2? Not quite that, but kind of. Who else is out there? Tom! TJ Magnify is out there. John Taylor says, "I'm 5'8" to 6 foot, depending on what gas station I'm walking out." You know, those flock cameras apparently can do gait analysis as well. And that type of gait is that it's able to measure the length of your stride and how you stride and perhaps position of your hips and everything else so that it can match your gait to one of maybe a criminal. Maybe accidentally. Maybe whatever. Oh, wow, Smithson says it's 5'10", too. I think I would have been taller if I didn't have so many health issues. My sister's 6'2", and my dad is 6'6", and yeah, I was bound for greatness, but then I was bound by pills. Prescription medication. Body Gamester for 5 says, "Hey, did I say bookstore Thor? I know I saw Matt G. But Bonnie Gamester says that you will wear a tutu if we meet a monetary goal over a specified time that you announce ahead of time. No cheating." Okay. All right. Tutu, tootsie, goodbye. Let's see. Could I do it? Yes. Would it be ridiculous? Yes. But I'm going to wear athletic shorts. That's the only caveat. So I will wear athletic shorts, an athletic shirt. I'm not going to wear toe shoes. Because then I'd be tempted to try to, stand on my toes, which I'm not going to do. This is doable. We can do this. We can figure this out. When do you guys want to do this? When do you think? Should it be a special stream like on a Saturday? I don't know. We'll see. People wants to know if flock cameras can recommend a good chiropractor too. I don't know. That'd be helpful. But I like the idea. Bonnie Gamester gave us. I think we'll do it. And I think we'll do a special stream. Speaking of special streams, we're coming to the end of this one in about 15 minutes because we have a premiere coming up. Only wear the tutu if you do the Ace Ventura Asylum dance. I'll have to look that up. I wonder if I could mimic. That guy is one of the best physical comedians there is, and I don't know if I can do that. Would I try? Of course, I absolutely would try. I always try to do stuff for you guys. Yeah, but today on That Park Blaze, they'll be talking about a Avatar no longer being a priority. And over on Midnight's Edge in the Morning, which is my next destination after the premiere, that's coming up shortly, we'll be talking about the box office to start the day. So, very much looking forward to that. The fight between the billionaire and the idiot is coming up on the channel shortly. In fact, it will be up in, I want to say, 14 minutes. So I will meet you there then. Now, I'm not going anywhere just yet. I just wanted to make sure that it was set up for today in just a few moments. And then again, I'll be over at Midnight's Edge in the Morning, and then that Park Place. So there you go. Crouching Taylor, Hidden Swifty, otherwise known as Matt G, is in the house. Yeah, driving down the road gives them all phones, Bluetooth devices, and so on. At least they can't query my old school garage door opener. Here's the other thing you can do. Put your phone in a Faraday bag. That solves one thing. You can actually get LED diodes that emit the infrared that blinds the cameras. So, yeah. We need to come up with all the ways to solve this. So, yeah. Mark Daly is returned. Reports of my demise have been greatly exaggerated. Well, exaggerated. Well, I'm grateful that you're here, my friend. It's been a long time. I hope you are well. And I hope it wasn't me that pushed you away. Aylin Jin is on the way on the road and says, have a great day, folks, and culture. Later, taters. Hey, I always like taters. Spider-Man is absolutely killing it at the box office. This is very true, John Taylor. I can't wait to see where it finishes up. I still think we're at 2.5 to 2.7 billion. It's a stretch to get to 3 billion at this point because it did slow down considerably with only 109 million global this weekend, but not bad. I did not left you unread. I didn't get a chance to read it till the next morning because I went to bed. A little bit of a headache the other day. So there's that. Better idea, leave your phone at home. Sometimes. Yeah, I think we're going to have to get to this point. They do violate the Fourth Amendment, especially when it comes to vehicles. So the conversation about privacy of the vehicles was already established via the courts because they can't search your vehicle without court order or without your permission. So while not technically a domicile, it is a protected area. So there you go. I think all digital cameras can see the infrared spectrum. Point your cell phone camera at your TV remote. True story. But what you can do is foil the process with which those cameras see things. It's one of the things that I've seen with rimming your or placing a perimeter edge of your license plate with those infrared emitters that will prevent anything from being gathered by those cameras because they have the night vision stuff installed in them, and those diodes, while the human eye can see this license plate clearly, it's not going to show up on any of those cameras. So treatment for all leukemia. Well, I really ALL leukemia. Well, I hope you are recovering, my friend, and my prayers are with you. Goodness gracious, Mark, I did not know. Prayers and love in the chat from Mark. My goodness. Hey, Erica and Raf are here. You should check out the show Brood Banter on Fridays. That's a lot of fun. I usually show up for a little bit, if I can. Kaladin 910 has returned. Everybody's favorite radio station is out there. Bonnie Gamester says, flock cameras make me smile more for posterity. Well, there you go. We're starting to see people rebel against them. It's kind of weird. Weird. Cheddar. You know what? We might throw another cheddar in there. Or, you know what I haven't played in a while? I haven't played The Simple Thing, so there we go.
Wow, it's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do, so thanks.
Indeed, thank you. You guys are great. I appreciate your support, keeping the channel alive and kicking. P-Man, prayers up. That's right. In remission. Oh, that is such great news. But the treatment regimen is months of chemo. I'm so sorry, friend. And I know how draining that is. So many members of my family have fought with cancer. And it's why I am such a health advocate. So please take very good care of yourself, my dear friend. I know it's hard, but I'm glad the word remission is in the message. So thank you for that. Donovan Bradford's here. Good to see you. Matt G says, yo, over on the green machine. What's up, Matt G? GG. You guys got a bunch of coins over there too. Thank you. All right. Is that that puppet is still around? What puppet? Which puppet? I'm here. Oh, you're talking about green broccoli? Yeah, green broccoli is like green broccoli. You didn't make me any clips. Hang on a second. Hey, Snowdub, if Jolly would make me some clips, I would use them. But you have to keep them like PG or G. Can you do that? Are you creative enough to keep it in the lines? Floral is still around. That's right. Hey! Inferior is here, otherwise known as the Grim Doc. That's right. I'm thinking I'm going to bring back the Sunday Late Show. My show? I was thinking about bringing it back. The only thing that's stopping me from night shows is the medication I'm on. Otherwise, I would be doing it. Jedi Master's out there. Snowdub is out there. Wild Man of Yavin is out there. Hey, who this guy? Well, I'm CultureCasino. Wild Man of Yavin. Hope you're doing well. So coming up, like you keep saying, coming up next in about 5 minutes, we'll be leaving here, going over to the premiere which I'm dropping intentionally right now. And we'll be checking that out. And hopefully we get to do it together. And then we'll all head over to That Park Place Live or Midnight's Edge in the Morning. Your pick. Your pick. Well, I do a late show with Lou. I do, Canoles, and it actually takes a lot of focus for me to make Wednesday work. I literally am a little bit caffeinated in order to make that work. Yeah, no cussing. That's asking a lot. Well, I try to keep it clean here, friend. I even try to keep it clean on your show. Oh, look at all these great people. Texas is in the house. Government making me work today. Well, I'm glad you're here, Texas 84, although you're wearing the wrong clothes, I think. Oh, no, you still look good. Sorry you got to work today. That super stinks. Wait a minute. Midnight's Edge in the Morning is not up yet. All right. Well, we'll keep a lookout for it. Thank you for letting me know, Ms. Pick Cafe. Tender Warrior 68 is in the house. Holy cow. It's old home week here with all the greats. It's good to see everybody. My goodness, my goodness. Tender Warrior 68. Greetings and happy magnanimous Monday, everyone. Well, it's good to see you, Tender Warrior. Oh, goodness gracious. We're blessed. Broadcasters all try to keep the bad stuff off the radio and TV. Broadcasting can get unplugged. True story. I never want to be in that situation. There we go. Take some L-theanine with your caffeine for a synergistic effect. Really? Little amino acid recommendation there. So I'll have to look into that. Kaladin says, for me, ME Stream is up. I think it's on the green machine we're talking about, where people go to Grumble. And they send rants and stuff. Bill Blum says, used to be a chief engineer at several radio stations back in the analog days. Really? I know a few people in the audience that might have something in common with you. Or maybe even know you. Hard to say. I hope Smiths and Sons is having a good day. I still love that avatar. But it looked like they were headed off to work or something. All right, so we're going to get ready to drop the stream. Fair warning, you will be redirected to a premiere of today's video, which is short enough that you will be able to make it in time for That Park Place Live or for Midnight's Edge in the Morning, or both. I'm headed to Midnight's Edge in the Morning to talk about the box office. And I'm headed to other places after the premiere. But I'll be in the premiere with y'all. Hopefully you'll be there as well. So, with all that being said, and because I have to play the outro, which today is Hobo Gandalf, I'll say this. Be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, and until next time, see ya! Hopefully at the premiere for The Billionaire and the Idiot.